is Casey and I run Russo Resells. I am a full-time seller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop, and we are back with another What's Sold. When we left off on, I believe it was Friday, October 17th, I didn't have any more sales that day, but on Saturday, October 18th, I had 5 sales. Yesterday, Sunday, October 19th, I had 7 sales, and it is now Monday, October 20th, and it's about 12:30 in the afternoon now, and I've had 1 sale. So I'm going to go ahead and get to showing you those sales so we can package them up and ship them out. Just a note to anyone who is new here. Sometimes I come on and film these What Solds after I play tennis or go on a walk with my dad at our lovely regional park. So I did both of those things this morning. That's why my hair is up, I'm wearing a visor, and my makeup looks a little crazy, but that's not going to deter me from getting these sales up and out of here and this video recorded. So just wanted to give a small disclaimer. I really appreciate you guys being here. Let's go ahead and get into these sales. So the first sale that I had on Saturday is this free to me. It's Byredo Animalique. It's like a perfume tester, and it's not really free. What we do is my mother-in-law and we buy our fragrances at either Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus, and they give us a bunch of samples with our purchase, which is very appreciated. And usually what they do is they give us duplicates. So we keep one and then I go ahead and sell one. So I had this listed for $14.99 plus free shipping. I had a couple watchers, so I sent a 12% off offer to watchers on eBay for $12.31. And a buyer accepted. So it cost me $4.95 to ship. I did have this item promoted, so those fees were 65 cents, and my fees to eBay were $2.05. So we have $4.66 that would help towards our purchase that we were already there to make. And the great thing about testers, especially selling them, is that people don't want to just go out and buy the $400 to $600 perfume bottle. They would rather have a tester, be able to try it for a few days or a week, because sometimes in the store it smells great, but then once you start wearing it every day, you realize maybe it's not for you. It's just not a scent that you're attracted to maybe. So it's always good to get a tester, and they're really great for travel. So maybe someone is traveling and they can't take their entire perfume bottle. It's always great to have that option. Now, the next item that sold is this Moon and Back by Hannah Anderson. It is this sleep sack, and I just got this at my most recent bins haul. It is in perfect condition. It is a little wash worn, but that's all right. Anything with kids usually gets a little worn. So like I said, I found that at the bins. I have about $1 into it, and I had it listed on Poshmark for $18. A lovely buyer offered me $10, which I know is a little low, but I got that at the bins, and I love a fast flip because I've only had that for about a week or two in my store, and I decided to take it. So my fees to Poshmark were $2.95, and I turned $1 into $7.05. Next sale I had, I actually picked up at a half off Salvation Army sale. So I got this for about $4 to $5, and it's by Uniqlo. And I decided to pick this up. It is a basic piece, and I did think it was going to be 100% polyester. However, it was completely down-filled, which I thought was incredible. So I went ahead and I picked it up. It is a size large and it is a women's. So what I decided to do is price a little lower according to the other comps. So I did price it at $39.99 plus $10 shipping, and a buyer offered me $32 plus $10 shipping, which I thought was very reasonable. It cost me $7.70 to ship, My fees to eBay were $5.89, which left me with a total profit of $28.41. And I will turn a $4 to $5 item into $28 all day. So very happy with that turnaround. Now, the next item was also free to me. I got a lot of Precious Moments. This is Sugartown. I think it's Sam the Butcher and the holiday sign. But I got a bunch of these from my great aunt and great uncle. My uncle used to sell them. So he just had a few totes of these and they wanted them out of their house and they graciously gave them to me. So I am very happy to get any money at all from these, and I'm just even more happy that they're going to new homes and going to be used again. I had this up for $18 on Poshmark, and a lovely buyer offered me $10, which I gladly accepted. My fees to Poshmark were $2.95, which left me with a profit of $7.05. I am extremely happy to get those out to new homes that are going to display them again, because that was very important to my uncle. Now, the next item is so precious. It is vintage dead stock cotton kids, I believe. And just look at how precious this dress is for Thanksgiving. Tiered floral. It has a turkey and it has buttons up here that are unbuttoned, so I can show you that when you drop it, it's a beautiful floral piece right there. So I just thought this was so dainty, so adorable. And I had it listed on Poshmark, I believe, for $35, and a buyer offered me $25. I've had this for over a year, so I was very excited to get the $25 offer, and I did accept. My fees to Poshmark were $5. That left me with a profit of $20. I did pay $10 for this, but I am very happy that it is going to a new home, and I still doubled my money. Now we are starting with my sales that sold yesterday, Sunday, October 19th. So the first sale I had was this Lot of 4 Crest 3D White Brilliance toothpaste, and they are 3.8 ounces each. And what I did, because I did get 2 of these in one couponing trip and then 2 of them in the other, I did a multi-quantity on eBay. So I had them listed as lots of 2, and if they bought more than 1, then they would get an extra discount, which was 20%. So I had them both listed at $14.99 plus free shipping, and they did take advantage of that 20% off, which was great. So the total for all 4 was $26.98 plus free shipping, and that's with the 20% off of the second order. So it cost me $9.74 to ship. My promotional fees, because I did have these items promoted, were $1.35, and my fees to eBay were $4.28. And as a couponer, I never pay for toothpaste or toothbrushes, so I had $0 into all 4 of these, and that left me with a profit of $11.61 back in my couponing fund. Very happy because I think I might be going to Walgreens today. Either Walgreens or CVS, but I'm very happy to have $11 to go coupon with. So now we had another sale, and this is my first time ever finding this brand. It is Third Love, and it's just this incredible lace bra. And I only got it for, I want to say like $4.99 at my local Savers, which is unheard of because they usually price all of these brands way up. But, you know, I'll take advantage of anything that they can and will mark down. So I had it listed on eBay for $24.99 plus $5 shipping, and a buyer offered me $18 plus $5 shipping, which I thought was very reasonable. It cost me $5.37 to ship. My fees to eBay were $3.48, which left me with a total profit of $14.15. Now, in my business model, I accept consignment clients, and the next item that's sold actually belongs to my brother. And usually my cut would be 40% and his would be 60%. But because he is going back to college, I've just been giving him the full profit of his items because in reality, posting his items actually helps my store in the long run by boosting me in the algorithm. So I just decided let's put his stuff up and see what he can get, which is actually pretty fun for the both of us. So I listed this item. It's a book. It's called Fluvial Processes in Geomorphology. He is a geology major, so he wasn't using that anymore because it was from the previous semester. So I put that up for $21.99 plus free shipping, and a buyer came in and paid full price, which we love. It cost us $5.22 to ship. We did have this item promoted, so those fees were $1.20. And our fees to eBay were $4.07, which left him with a profit of $11.50. We absolutely love that. Now, the next item is also a consignment item. It is by the brand Charlie Page, and it is this awesome kind of like poncho. It is a black and silver tinsel, like really, really beautiful maxi poncho. Just great for the holiday season that we're stepping into and very substantial. So I have had this listed for almost a year, and I had it listed very reasonably at $24.99 plus $10 ship, and a buyer offered us $15 plus $10 ship. Now, because I've had this listed for almost a year, I decided to accept with the catch being that the entire profit will go to my aunt because I just wanted to move it along. I didn't have a lot of interest in it, although it is a substantial piece. I just think that it wasn't that great a piece to show in photos. You really have to see it in person. So I accepted the $25 and it cost $9.31 to ship. I did have this item promoted, so those fees were $1.35. The fees to eBay were $3.83, which left my aunt with a profit of $10.51. Now, I've seen other resellers in their businesses who do consignment. After a year, they let their consignee know that if they still have it in their closet, they're just going to take the full profit, which is fine. Every business works differently. However, to me, if one of their items doesn't sell within a year, it makes me question myself and my selling abilities. Like, do I have it priced right? Do the photos look good? Are all the measurements there? So on and so forth. So I always want to give both sides the benefit of the doubt, but I do a lot of reflection when it comes to that because that's what I do with my own inventory. So just something to think about if you do end up, accepting consignment clients of what are those rules going to look like for you and your consignment client. Now, tangent aside, let's get to the last few sales. So the next sale that I have is called Nanit, and it is this blue sleep sack, which I thought was really, really, it's just really heavy and really nice. And I did lot it with this one, which is the same exact one, just in this gray colorway. And I decided, I actually found these with the Hannah Anderson striped one in the same bin strip, which I was very happy. And I didn't know much about this brand, but I did look them up on Amazon, and it looked like they were retailing for about $20 to $25 each. So I decided to strategically price them on Poshmark at $25 because I technically only have $2 to $3 into both of them from the bins. And what my Posher VA did is they sent out a offer to likers. I get very mixed up with offer to watchers and offer to likers from eBay to Poshmark, but I try to catch myself. So that offer was 20% off to Likers, and that was $20 and it was accepted. So my fees to Poshmark were $4, and my profit from $2 to $3 turned into $16, which we absolutely love, especially on kids' items. And those sleep sacks I've heard really come in handy. So when my husband and I decide to have our babies, I really look forward to using them myself. 2 more sales from yesterday and then that one from this morning. So the next item to sell is this hard candy. It's like a glitter makeup palette, and I'm pretty sure someone is buying this for Halloween, which is very exciting. I had this listed for $11.99 plus free shipping on eBay, and someone came in and paid full price, which we love. Cost me $4.99 to ship. I did have it promoted, so those fees were 65 cents, and my fees to eBay were $2.05, which left me with a profit of $4.30. And a while back, I actually bought, I want to say 5 to 6 of those at Dollar Tree, and they all have sold and are paid for. So that $4.30 is pure profit. Love to see that. Now, the last item to sell yesterday is by Wilfred Free. And this is a Aritzia brand, I want to say. And these are a brown faux, I want to say faux suede legging, and they are a very long length and they are a very small size. So they only had these priced at Savers for $6.99, and I used a 20% off coupon, so I paid anywhere from $4 to $5 for those. So very happy with that. I did have them priced on eBay, or actually this sale sold on Mercari, which is awesome. I don't have a lot of Mercari sales or Depop sales, so this sold on Mercari, very exciting. I had it priced at $24.99 plus free shipping, solely because it is like an extra small or an extra small, and I wanted to make sure to price accordingly so it would sell. And I received an offer of $18.75, which I did accept. I use Pirate Ship for all of my Mercari sales, so I went into Pirate Ship, and that shipping fee was $5.15, and my fees to Mercari were $1.87, which left me with a profit of $11.73. Very happy to double my money, especially on something that is such a small size. While we were filming, I had another sale, and the funny part about both of these sales today is that they are both cashmere. So running theme of today's sales, which I hope that is true because I have a lot more cashmere in my store, and I hope that it all sells during the winter. So I am going to put these right up here just because I haven't pulled them yet. I'm going to go ahead and talk about them and then pull them after this video. So the first item to sell was on eBay. It is this quince turtleneck, like oatmeal-y color dress. Very, very beautiful. I bought it on, I want to say ThredUp under their unbranded section, which is an awesome little tip or trick, is to go through their unbranded section and really see if you can look up any of the tags. And this one did not have the quince, I want to say the tag on the back of the neck. It had it on the very bottom on the other side where it said 100% cashmere, so I knew I had to pick it up. When I got it home, though, unfortunately, it did have a little tiny hole that ThredUp did not disclose, and what they did is instead of refunding it, they just added an entire credit to my account for the full price of it. So I want to say it was, I mean, my cost of goods on ThredUp is generally $10, so we'll just say it's $10, but this item was free. So I had it listed on eBay, disclosing the hole in the neck. And what was good is that the hole was at a point where you would fold the turtleneck over it so you wouldn't even see it, which is probably why they didn't catch it in the first place. So I had it listed at $27.99 plus $7 ship, and a buyer offered me $20 plus $7 ship, which I thought was very reasonable. And I did price it lower because of the flaw. It cost me $5.37 to ship. I did have it promoted, so those fees were $1.35. My fees to eBay were $3.83, which turned my $0 into $16.45. Very happy with that turnaround. Now, the next item is also from ThredUp from their unbranded list, and it is called 27 Miles Malibu. Definitely keep your eye out for this brand because it is considered a bolo. In my eyes, I've had nothing but good luck with it, especially with their cashmere pieces. I want to say this is the third cashmere piece that I've found of theirs that has sold, I want to say, in like a month or two. So I had it listed. It is new at tags. It is this really cute leopard print beanie, 100% cashmere. I had it listed for $45 and a lovely buyer liked it. And my Posher VA sent out a 20% off offer to them of $36, which they accepted. So my fees to Poshmark were $7.20, and I turned a $10 item into $28.80. I really hope somebody is giving that out as a gift this year for Christmas because it is such a fantastic piece. I really appreciate if you guys have made it this far. Don't go anywhere. We will be coming back in hopefully maybe tomorrow or the next day to go through what all else sells this week. You guys have a great, fantastic day, and until next time, my friends.